Good morning, good afternoon. Today is not the 20th. Today is the 19th. All right, let's begin class by working on your do now question. Your do now question does say, would you rather go vegan, you don't eat anything that comes from an animal for a month, or only eat meat and dairy for 1 month? Explain. After you're done doing that, you want to see, here you see it's Friday, so we have an assignment. Our assignment for this week is to turn in our completed whiteboard. So click on the link to open the whiteboard, and it should pop open. As you go through the whiteboard, you should notice that slides 1, slide 2, slide 3, slide 4, slide 5, slide 6, and slide 7 were completed during this week. Today you're going to work on finishing slide 8, which is our warm-up for today, and slide 9. For today's lesson, we're going to be discussing finding the solution to a system of equations by graphing. For today, the graphs will be given to you. All you need to do is locate the one point where they intersect. This point is called the solution point. So we're going to begin our review by practicing plotting a few points. So on these two graphs below, you want to plot the point -3, 5 and 2, -6. Then you can move on to the next slide. On the next slide, you'll see the work for today. Embedded in this slide may be a video, okay, of exactly me talking right now. So it says, solve each system by graphing. You can see that these are already drawn for you. We're going to go through some examples working with this in just one moment. And then over here on the right, it says sketch a system of linear equations or a pair of linear equations with a solution of 4, 3, a solution of -2, -4, and a solution of 2, -5. That's your task for today. However, I would stay on this video to watch for the expectations on how to get this done. So here are some examples of systems of equations. A system of equations is only a set of equations, a set of lines. As long as the lines aren't parallel, they will intersect or overlap at a specified point. Let's go back to our whiteboard so we can take some notes on this. So here's our first system. It's right here. We would say that our system right here includes two lines. Okay, our system would be y equals x plus 4 and y equals 2x minus 9. Now I said that these graphs will be given to you, and they will be. So I look over here, and here's my graph. Let's take a picture of this. And let me make this a little bit smaller. So as you can see, both lines are increasing and they intersect, they cross at a specific point. The solution to this system is where the graphs intersect. That's what's called the solution. So in this case, we know that the solution is right here. Let's make this a different color, maybe green. Okay, all we need to do is identify the x coordinate and the y coordinate for where they intersect. So we take a look at our point. We're trying to find our x and y. We would look down. We see that this point where they cross is at the x is equal to 13, and the y value where they cross is at 15, 16, 17. And that's your solution for this equation. Your solution point is just where the graphs intersect. Let's take a look at another pair of graphs. Let's say this one. Okay? So here's our second set, or our second linear system. So we have the equation y equals x and the equation y equals -0.4x plus 7. Let's take a look at their graphs. Oh, you see that one graph is increasing and one graph is decreasing. Okay, so here we go. You notice that they intersect, they cross right here. Do you see that? All we have to do is identify the intersection point, where they cross. The solution to a system of linear equations is where the lines cross. And we write it as a coordinate pair. We write their answer as an x and y pair. So we have an x and we have a y. Oh my goodness, a y. Okay? So all we need to do is take our point, look down, see what our x is. We see that our x here is 5. Okay, and we look to the left and see what our y is. We see that our y is also 5. 5, 5. That's our solution to our system of linear equations. Now, let's say we wanted to do another problem. Let's say we said, let's draw a system of linear equations that has a solution of, let's pick some negatives. 3, -4. Oh, so what we have to do this, okay, and let's make this fancy. Let's go back. Put a grid on here. So let's go back. Let's first think about where is that point 3, -4. So let's draw a really pretty, that one was not so pretty, axis. So let's draw our axis 1, our x, and then this is our y. So the first thing we want to do, we label our axis. Okay, 3, -4. So on our x we count over 1, 2, 3, +3. This is our positive x. Our negative x would go this way. This would be -3 to the left. Okay? And then down, and then -4 for our y. So we want to go down. -1, -2, -3, and -4. And we put a point right here. Now, anytime, if there's a solution, if this point is a solution point, the two graphs will cross here. The two graphs will cross here. Okay? If that's a solution, the two graphs will cross there. So we can draw any old lines that might cross at that. So let's say from here to here, and let's say our other point, let's say it looks a little more vertical. Let's say it goes like this. Okay? And maybe you're like, oh gosh, Miss Novick, I cannot see that. That color is yuck. Let's make the colors a little darker. So let's say that's our first line, and then that's our second line. Okay? So we have a system of equations. We don't know the equations what they are. We're not doing that today. But the solution point would be where they intersect. And they would intersect right here at this point. And that's what I want you guys to do for today. That's the goal and the objective. So I want you guys to go ahead and get that done on slide 9. Okay, and I'll keep this on, I'll keep the link to this video on slide 9 also, so you can link back to this. Make sure when you're done, you hit download your slide and turn this in.